Mallory has. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. The first 10 calls, gives you the starters for Fargo Day Sports Supply. And so there's like 4 minutes ago. And it's still that long. You can tell it's trying to figure out the
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
In our business and at our firm, It's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury. In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back here to the Cashin County Line Tournament. Continuing coverage here on Squirtle.tv. We're glad to have all of our sports animal app partners joining our broadcast, as well as all the Squirtle app platforms here for the boys semifinal number 1. It's Fairview and OCS. OCS ranked 8th in Class 4A, 10-3. Fairview unranked in 2A, but improving. They've won 7 straight, and they are 11-5, coached by Mike Barton. Brandon Weaver, coming off the state championship season with Oklahoma Christian School, is the pilot for the Saints. Saints, the home team, they wear the white. Fairview of the road black. Fairview will jump center, and doing the honors will be Easton Hamer, and the Yellow Jackets have controlled the opening tip. Into the front court with it is Austin Hickman, sophomore point guard. Fairview has knocked off a top 15 3A team at Alva most recently. Ball nearly thrown away and saved back in bounds. Bowden Miller leaves it for Hamer, who banks in a 4-foot jumper, and it's 2-0 Fairview.
Well, and that's big for the Jackets, controlling the possession, getting the tip, and then getting it inside to Hamer, their main scorer.
Into the front court, James Huffmeyer. He'll kick it left corner. Wide open is Onan. His three rattles off, and first basket, the first rebound belonged to Easton Hamer. Easton Hamer, a good-looking senior, 6'4". Into the front court, Haddon Miller. He'll bounce it right side for Austin Hickman. Hickman back between the circles for Aiden Nightingale, and a steal by Winter, and it's taken right back in the backcourt by Nightingale. So an exchange of possessions. Fairview has the basketball with 7:10 to go here in the opening period. Austin Hickman dances with the basketball out front. Cross courts at left side, Haddon Miller. Miller against the 2-3 OCS zone. Veers back left, lobs it over the top, but he had Miller wide open, and he led Bowden a little too far.
Yeah, right idea, just too much air under the ball that time, and the Jackets turned it over.
Saints leading scorer is James Huffmeyer, averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds a game. Hudson Oman, who misfired on the three-pointer last time down, their other double-figure score at 10 per game. Huffmeyer on cue, drives right, draws the foul, and James is going to the free throw line. That's the first foul of the night against the Yellow Jackets. It's called against 5'11" sophomore Aiden Nightingale. Mike Barton has been in Oklahoma high school basketball for a long time. He was a very successful girls basketball coach at Fairview before taking over the boys program a few years ago. First foul shot is up, and it's good. You know, a lot of people think about Fairview football, and rightfully so, over the last half decade or so, but this is a very tradition-rich basketball program. I'm sitting next to one of the legends, Adam Dieselhorst. Now, seriously, when you were in school, I mean, there was some big-time basketball being played.
Well, I appreciate that, Todd. And I was going to date myself because I was going to mention that Coach Barton's first year at Fairview, I was a senior. He had come to do student teaching, but he stuck around to be assistant coach, Coach Glover there for the girls program. Love Coach Barton. He was really young whenever I was there coaching, but he's done a heck of a job and had an amazing career.
Huffmeyer hit both free throws. Fairview turns it over, a 2-2 game, 6.5 minutes to play. James down the paint again, and he lays it in. His 6'3" size giving Fairview some problems off the dribble.
Well, yeah, and that time, like you said, the length just causing all sorts of problems for the Jackets.
Nightingale into the front court. Haddon Miller handles it for the black and orange-cladded Yellow Jackets of Fairview. Easton Hamer has their only basket, feeds it down low in the paint. Bowden Miller goes up, missed it over Huffmeyer. Rebound to OCS. Evan Hale into the front court, pitches right side. Jay's jumper in the paint, rolls off. Underneath, rebound to Hale. He'll reset. Left side, Winter. On the wing it goes on a cross-court pass to Onan, and a foul.
I think they called a travel.
They did call a travel. So that'll be a turnover for OCS, 4-2. It's their second here in the game's 2+ minutes. Glad to have you along for the Cashin County Line Tournament on Squirtle.tv. Haddon Miller into the front court. Bounces it in the paint. Bowden Miller resets top of the circle. Three on the way is good. That's Nightingale. And Fairview's back on the high side, 5-4 with 2.5 gone in the opening period.
Well, for Fairview to stay in this game and to win this game, they need to hit shots from outside. So big shot there by Nightingale.
Evan Hale, top of the circle. Huffmeyer. They give him a screen. He fires a three and he airballed it. That might not be the shot that Brandon Weaver was wanting.
Yeah, knowing Coach Weaver, he does not want the 6 feet behind the line three-point shot before you've run any offense.
Haddon Miller will bring the ball to the front court. OCS playing a man-to-man defense. Huffmeyer defends the basketball. Between the leg dribble for Hamer. Now to Miller on a cross-court pass. Gets a screen. Now they'll bounce it back left wing side for Miller. Whips it across the floor. Nightingale this time misses badly on that three, and it's out of bounds. You think you're old, and you are saying Mike is old. I remember when Mike was the girls' coach at Waukomis. When he first started coaching high school basketball.
Yep. He did his student teaching at Fairview, went to Waukomis, and then came back to be an assistant.
I remember when Mike was a gold bug at Alva and when he was at Northwestern Oklahoma State.
Okay, so that is getting back there, Todd.
Down low, Evan Hale gets lost. Good feed from Huffmeyer for the basket, 6-5. Austin Hickman with a behind-the-back dribble into the front court. Sophomore guard dribbles between the legs. Did a good job handling the pressure out front. Now underhands it to Nightingale. Right corner, jumper on the way, Miller, and he got the three. Time OCS gets the lead. Fairview hits a triple. It's their second of the period, 8-6 Yellow Jackets. Huffmeyer down low. Hale into the left corner. Jumper by Jay is good. Rylan Jay knocks the three down. He averages 9 a game and 5 rebounds and a timeout on the floor. With 4:19 to play here with the first period, we're back after this 30-second break from the Cash and County Line Tournament on Squirtle.tv.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline and roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
The celebrities are out tonight at the Cash and County Line Tournament. Former Speaker of the House, Jeffrey Hickman, in the building. His son, Austin, is the sophomore point guard for Fairview. Into the backcourt, Haddon Miller. He beats the pressure to Bowden. Miller left quarter is 3 too strong. Miller fights to keep the rebound alive, and off the floor, Hudson Onan has it for the Saints. They lead by a point, 9-8 at the midway point here in the opening period. Onan handles a bounce pass, cross courts it now to Winter. Eli, left quarter, is Huffmeyer. Pump fakes, knocks down a jumper from about 16. James Huffmeyer with 6 points. He's well on his way to a double-figure scoring average that leaves the Saints. 3-point OCS lead. In trouble in the backcourt, had Miller picked his dribble up. Now finally gets it to Bowden Miller, and they just beat the 10-second count. Miller's trapped left wing side with the OCS defense. He lost the ball, got it back, shovels it down to Nightingale. He angles right, and the ball stripped from him by Huffmeyer. Here comes James. A bounce pass up ahead to Hale, and he let him a little too far. It's out of bounds. Mike Barton is up off the bench, and he is not happy with Haddon Miller, the sophomore, for not getting back. 11-8 Saints. It equals their biggest lead here in the ball game. Aiden Nightingale with a football pass the other way to Miller. And then Haddon loses the handle out of bounds. Good idea, though, by the Jackets.
Yeah, just dribbled it off of his foot. Man, we've had, a turnover barrage now, but the last 4 possessions both ways.
3:16 to play. Fairview winners of 7 straight. OCS has won 4 straight. And this is not a game against a ranked opponent. They played 6 of those this year. Little left-handed bump missed for the block by Rylan Jay, and the rebound to Fairview. Still a 1-possession lead. Right side, Bowden Miller with the basketball against the man-to-man, drives against Huffmeyer. Everything is covered up. They'll bounce into the paint now for Hamer. They kick it out left corner. 3, Haddon Miller, no good. Ball tipped. Bowden Miller has it, goes back up, missed it. That looked like a Todd Miller shot. James Huffmeyer with the rebound. 11-8 OCS with 2:41 to play here in the opening period. Huffmeyer tries to drive, cut off by Easton Haber. Now drives deep again, is able to set up Jay, who blew everything on a left-handed layup. He was right at the rim and missed it hard. Fairview again down 3. Hickman for 3. Got it at the top of the circle.
Jackets, as they've hit 3 really big threes, keeping this thing close.
Austin Hickman with his first basket. He's an outstanding kicker for the Fairview football team. Huffmeyer with it between the circles. Left side, Eli Winter. Winter through the paint, bounces right wing side. Now they'll take it to the goal and kick it right side for Lynch. His three rattles off, ball volleyed into the air, still free. Karam's the winner right at the block, and he missed it. OCS having some chances at the rim and not finishing, much like Riverside did against Fairview's girls in the preceding game. Bowden Miller holds right wing side. Game time at 11, 2 minutes to go, first period. Left side, Haddon Miller with the basketball. Huffmeyer is out there with him. Now Haddon pivots, gets it to Bowden Miller. Miller with the left-handed dribble to Haddon on the baseline. Jumper from two, short. Winner the rebound for OCS, and they want to push. Up ahead it goes, and the ball knocked out of bounds and nearly stolen by Nightingale. Good hustle by Aiden. Into the ball game for OCS comes Preston McMinn. Also Noah Springer, no relation to Jerry that we know of, and Evan Hale.
That was good, Todd. A lot of people may not get that joke.
Yeah, we do. Watched a two-part documentary of that guy the other night. Loved his show and loved it even more. Hard drive right to the rim, and the bucket is good, and an and one upcoming. See if we can find out who number one is. I don't have him on the roster.
You know, Todd, one guy you need to keep an eye on for Fairview, and I'm not sure if he's committed or not yet, but Easton Hamer, I know he has an offer at OBU to run track and play football. He's a heck of a football player and a heck of a trackster, obviously.
We'd love to have him in the green and gold, if I can say that.
I think you can.
Easton Hamer with his first. Second team foul of the period against Fairview. Foul shot is up, and it's good. We'll find out who he is. Big three-point basket is 14-11. Into the front court, Noah Schmidt, a junior for Fairview. Handles the pressure. Hamer with it right side. Easton out front to Noah Schmidt. Back to Hamer, right wing. Dips his shoulder, holds high. Out there on him is Evan Hale. Now they get it to Hickman. He jump passes across the floor to Schmidt. OCS pressure relentless. Schmidt, the crossover dribble, gets deep. Throws up a runner and back rimmed it. Saints with a rebound. Bryson Lynch has it. To midcourt for Noah Springer. His cross-court pass almost stole it away. And now they turn it over in the paint. Dive into the floor for the Jackets was Alex Hauk. Fairview has the basketball. Down 3 with under a minute to play here in the opening period. Hauk holds left wing side. Veers to the top of the circle with a right-handed dribble. Just throws it up, and it's an air ball. Hickman tried to save it in bounds but couldn't do so. Saints have the basketball. 3-on-3, they bang their way to the goal, and a foul called, and we'll have 2 more free throws. First foul against Alex Hauk, third against the Yellow Jackets of the period with 31 seconds to go. You know, you do all of the prep work you can. You get the rosters in advance. There's always a number or two that's just not on there. Free throw is missed. One more coming up. This would make it a 2-possession game for the OCS Saints, who destroyed Perry here in the quarterfinals yesterday, 68-24. Second free throw is good, so 4 off of the bench now for, we'll call him how about Ace? Let's call him Ace.
Ace, I like it.
Noah Schmidt across midcourt. Fairview has possession. 22 seconds to go in the first period. Easton Hamer tries to drive baseline. Now to Austin Hickman. Foul on extended right wing. Back out front. Hamer with the basketball. 14 seconds to play, opening period. OCS ranked 8th in 4A with a 4-point lead over 2A Fairview. Jackets are unranked despite winning 11 of 16. Hickman with 5 seconds to play. Delivers a pass. Haddon Miller left side. Jump stops, pump fakes, pulls up, missed it for the foul line, but he's going to the free throw line. That foul is on Ace. It's his first. That is the first against Oklahoma Christian School here in period number 1. First free throw is on the way and good. He splashes it home. Haddon Miller is a sophomore, but a very promising sophomore. In fact, this is a team that has a lot of younger weapons. Second free throw good. First free throws attempted by the Yellow Jackets, who are 3-3 against ranked opponents this year. The half-court shot, no good, and that will send us to period number 2. Saints lead the Jackets 15-13 at the Cashin County Line Tournament. Period number 2 is coming up after these messages on Squirtle.tv.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkunpregnant.org. That's thinkunpregnant.org.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Well, the great mystery has been solved. Hudson Struckle is wearing number 1. Hudson averages 4 points a game off of the bench. He already has that tally in the first period. OCS leads 15-13. Saints will inbound across the way with Hudson Onan. Hudson, their second leading scorer, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per ball game, but he's yet to tally in the first half. Huffmeyer, their leading scorer at 17 a game, already has 6, goes to work down the paint. Flips it to Onan, right corner 3, and he rattles it home. Second 3 ball for OCS, and their lead now is 5, 18-13, with 7:41 to play here in the first half. Noah Smith, a crossover dribble. Bowden Miller with it left wing. It's the man-to-man pressure. Short bounce pass, Aiden Nightingale between the circles. Right wing side is Noah Smith. He'll attack the goal. It's ripped out of his hands by Huffmeyer. James, another steal. Back the other way. One-on-one, short arm the layup. Aiden Nightingale got back to distract him. He has the rebound. Now to Smith, who then loses the handle into the front court. OCS gets it back. Rylan J. and a whistle and a foul at midcourt, and that's going to go against Noah Smith. That's number 1 on Schmidt, the 4th foul against Fairview tonight. That's the first of the period. And all 4 have come against different Fairview Yellow Jacket players. Jackets down 5. It's their biggest deficit. Hayden Elliott, a 6'4 junior, into the ball game. Right side, Evan Hale. To Winter out front. Winter whips it left side, Huffmeyer. He'll drive against Elliott, pulls up underneath the foul line, back rins the jumper. The tip, though, is home by Rylan J. off the miss, who has 5.
The size from OCS is really starting to get to Fairview now.
20-13, OCS, biggest lead of the ball game for either side, and another steal. Winter took it away out high from Nightingale, bounces it to the trailer. Rylan J., who's going to the line. Aiden Nightingale turned it over and then commits his second personal foul. Hickman may need to get back up and get into the ball game. He's been a ball handler for them that has seemingly been able to handle this pressure, and it is intense ball pressure here in the first half. First free throw is home by Rylan J. 6 points for Jay, the 6'3 senior. OCS 10-3 of the season. They already have a win over Victory Christian Academy. They've beaten Kiefer, they've beaten Heritage Hall, and Christian Heritage. Second free throw by Jay is good. He's got 7 in a row. Lead goes to 9 and a foul against Winter as Nightingale was just about to lose the handle in the front court.
Todd, Coach Hardaway brought us up some food. So
He did.
I don't know if we'll ever be able to eat it. I've been eating it while you've been calling. So
I think you heard we talking about how good of the hospitality is here. Not the room, the hospitality.
Yep.
Schmidt gets deep and draws the foul on Huffmeyer. That's his first. Second of the period against Oklahoma Christian School with 6:28 to play before the break. One game of the books in the winners bracket semis. It was Riverside holding off Fairview's girls to advance to the 7 o'clock title game tomorrow night. Bowden Miller, Riverside ranked 8th in 2A. Miller tried to drive, bounces it back out high. Noah Smith between the circles, Nightingale, and a loose ball foul. We're going to get Eli Winter for his second, and that gets maybe, would you say, a semi-sarcastic round of applause from the Yellow Jacket partisan?
Yeah, hence a little sarcasm from that clapping. So
I thought that stuff ended in Fairview when you left.
I was a saint, Todd.
No, you'd had to have gone to OCS. Nightingale, 3 short. You were a Yellow Jacket. Evan Hale with a rebound. Up ahead, Jay driving baseline. Huffmeyer up and under. No. Follow tip. Good, though, by Hale. And Fairview right now is getting a country whipping on the glass, 24-13.
The size is just really hurting them down low.
Noah Schmidt, right quarter, Bowden Miller. Miller backs it out, puts up a 3, airball that one over Evan Hale at his 6'2" length. In possession back to OCS.
Got an interesting story about OCS and Fairview. When I was in junior high, I watched OCS play 8-man football against Balco at Fairview in the state semifinals one year. And you would have never thought that Balco had any chance to beat OCS, and Balco beat them that year in the semifinals. It's a pretty wild game. Keontae Roberts was at OCS.
Left quarter, Hudson owned it off the dribble, pulls up elbow left, knocks down the 13-footer. Hudson now with 5, and this one get it away from Mike Barton. The Yellow Jackets quickly. It's 26-13. They played Medford, I think, one time for a state championship. OCS and 8-man football. Bowden Miller.
Better get out of the lane.
Yeah, they better. Just beats the count, gets it to Haddon Miller. Back to Bowden. Miller covered up top of the circle by Evan Hale. Left quarter, it goes for Elliott. And a foul against the Saints. This thing's starting to get a little bit discombobulated with the whistles here.
Well, Fairview, they haven't scored, seems like, in forever. I think it was score 15-13 at one point?
It was at the end of one, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Rylan J, the foul. It's his first. 4 of the 5 fouls against the Saints have been called here in the first 3 minutes of the second period. Driving right, Miller misses a layup. Haddon a little bit frustrated. OCS out and running. Huffmeyer coast to coast for the bucket. James now with 8 points, and it's a 15-point Saints advantage. Right side, Miller in the corner of the basketball. Blanketed by Evan Hale. Everything has been covered up and contested thus far.
Yeah, great defense by the Saints.
Haddon Miller bounces it out front for Nightingale. Aiden goes right back left, almost slipped. Now it goes to Elliott, long 2 on the baseline as an air ball. Bowden Miller had the rebound stripped on the way up by Rylan J, who just ripped it out of his hands. And a foul at midcourt. Aiden Nightingale has picked up his 3rd.
Well,
Here comes Austin Hickman back into the ballgame.
And not a good foul by Nightingale there. Obviously, you pick up your 3rd foul, 40 feet from the basket.
Huffmeyer will inbound to the backcourt. Hudson Onan with the basketball. From Struckle, back to Onan, now to Hudson, right front court. They swing it over the left wing. Huffmeyer gets deep, feeds Jay, who blew the bunny. Rebound underneath, back up. Hale, and the stick back is good. Are they going to give you the basket?
I think they're just going to call a foul inside.
They did.
Free throw line.
You go to the line. 4th foul against Fairview. It's against Bowden Miller. That's his first personal foul. First one is up, back rims. One more upcoming for Evan Hale. OCS before that had been 6 of 7 from the line. Fairview is just 2 of 2. Second one is up. That one rattles off, and over the back, a foul called against Huffmeyer. He's picked up his 2nd, so 2 starters now for the Saints with 2 fouls. Think about the talent that has gone through Oklahoma Christian School. You mentioned Keontae Roberts, the Griffin boys. I remember watching OCS in a state championship game, and Blake was a freshman.
Yeah.
And was sitting over the bench, and the people I was around said, that kid right over there is already better than Taylor. I'm going, holy cow.
Yeah.
We didn't see a lot of him that day, but, boy, we saw a lot of him going forward. First of the 2-shot foul, no good from Easton Hamer.
And we've seen a lot of great players from OCS in this tournament. Luke Gray playing now at ORU, and you mentioned the Griffin brothers, and there's a handful of others mixed in over the years. They just have had a ton of talent there.
Hamer's 2nd free throw is good. I wonder how Luke is adjusting to what's going on at ORU. They're having a really difficult year.
Yeah, I know playing time-wise, he's done a heck of a job. I see him get more and more playing time. He was one of those kids that I really felt like had all the tools necessary from a Division I standpoint. I was really excited to see ORU offer him late because, with his size and his ability, he's an intelligent basketball player too. So,
and I think people forgot that. A lot of people thought he was going football.
Yep, because he had that opportunity, obviously, but his heart was in basketball, and some people would say he's undersized, but I don't know how he's undersized. You're 6'7" or 6'8", big, strong kid, great athlete. And I think a lot of Division I teams around here, even in Oklahoma, would take a 6'7" or a 6'8" kid.
30-second timeout. The break is over. 28-14 with 4:09 to play. I can remember We were on the other side broadcasting the tournament years ago, and Dayton Forsyth was a freshman for Dale when they played here. His older brother, Dallin, was a senior.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember leaving this place going, that number 33 is a special kid. He's just a freshman. And, boy, he turned out to be something. Struck to the front court. There's been a lot of good players in this tournament. Wing left, Evan Hale. Struckle swings it right side. Huffmeyer in the corner. Under the halfway point here with the first half. High post, Jay. Tips it down low, and the layup is good by Evan Hale. They're just feasting to the paint. Fairview having all sorts of trouble even getting a good look. 30-14 Saints. Bowden Miller whips it across the floor. Haddon Miller get off right of the paint. Kick out pass deflected. Evan Hale with a steal. Try to slam it home. He missed it. Huffmeyer's there for the follow. He missed that. Elliott has the rebound. Well, Brandon Weaver will not like that at all.
No.
Haddon Miller right to left through the paint. Now to Hickman, another three. That one is too strong. He made one already. Bowden Miller battles two Giants down low. Has the rebound, then tried to put it on the floor. We get a tie-up between Miller and Huffmeyer, and the possession stays with Fairview as Bryson Lynch, a 6'1 junior, comes back in.
1 point so far this quarter for the Jackets. It's been tough sledding.
Trailed 15-13 to the end of one. It's a 15-1 start here with the first 5 minutes of the second period for OCS. Hickman to Bowden Miller out front. Miller back to Austin. His uncle Jeremy was one of the best athletes at his time in Northwest Oklahoma. That bounce pass that time from Haddon Miller. Threw it right to Struckle, who goes one-on-one for the lay-in. He has 6 off of the bench, came in averaging 4. 18-point deficit for the Jackets with 2:45 to play in the first half. Bowden Miller cut off foul line left. Pitches to Haddon Miller. Back to Bowden, slot left. Miller tries to get deep. Pivots, goes up. Shot was blocked. And Hale, they said, got a piece of it. And Evan has his first. So fortuitous call for Bowden Miller and Fairview.
Well, Fairview needs any kind of a break at the moment. So maybe they can watch this thing go through the hole here at the free throw line.
Bowden at the line, one of their better foul shooters. First one is up and good. He's one of their leading scorers. He has 4 points. Nobody else with more than 3. That's Nightingale and Hickman. 1 point from Easton Hamer, or make that, 1 point from Hamer and 2 from Haddon Miller. Second free throw, no good. Saints have the rebound. 32-15. We're under 2.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Noah Springer whips it across the floor. Lynch run off the arc. Drives, cross courts it for Jay. Open 3, and he splashes it home.
Just great offense there. Good job moving the ball, being unselfish by OCS.
Rylan Jay with his second 3 now has 10 on the ball game. 35-15, the lead balloons to 20. Haddon Miller out front, turns the quarter. Springer stays with him. Now they find Elliott cutting to the basket. He missed the bunny. Hickman's tip, though, is home. Austin with his second field goal has 5, and Fairview needed that, down 18.
Finally getting an easy look at it off of a miss, and that's exactly what the Jackets needed.
Hudson Struckle out front, guarded by Haddon Miller. Now he attacks the goal, runs over Elliott. Offensive foul called against Hudson. That's his second. Good job by Hayden Elliott as he just could read that one coming all the way.
A lot of control there. Good call. I've been really impressed with those OCS defensively. Their defensive pressure has taken Fairview completely out of this game.
Brandon Weaver has been at OCS for a while. Last year was very, very special for him. With Luke Ball, Carson Jones finally climbing the summit of Class 4A basketball. He's also the school's athletic director. Hamer, Elliott way out front, right front court. Bounce pass, Austin Hickman. He holds high. Now gets it to Miller. Haddon to Elliott underneath the goal. Now to Hickman. Austin off the dribble. Pulls up from 10. Got it. Tell you what, he can shoot. First time I've seen Hickman play, he's got 7. 35-19. Shoot better than his dad did, I can tell you that. Springer cross courts it to Onan. Onan drives left. Got to McMinn. He'll put up a 3. Barely hit the front of the rim. Jackets have it with Easton Hamer. Haddon Miller across midcourt from right to left. We're under a minute to go here in the first half from Cashin. Boys semifinal matchup number 1. The winner plays tomorrow night at 8:20 against either Riverside or Cashin. That game tonight at 8:20 here on Squirtle. Hickman holds out high. Austin burns his dribble. Nearly threw it away. It's knocked away from Miller. Still free. Now finally picked up. Taking it to the rim. Bryson Lynch for the lay-in as Hickman busted his tail back but couldn't prevent the layup.
Once again, defensive pressure, too many hands in the lane, too many mistakes out top on the perimeter by the Jackets, and OCS makes them pay.
17 seconds to play first half. Hickman on a screen and roll for three. Misses right circle. Ball volleyed underneath, out of bounds. Last touch by OCS with just under 15 ticks to go here in the first half. Saints lead at 37-19. Pretty much day number 2 has gone to chalk, I believe, in the consolation side of the bracket as well.
Yeah, so far, obviously, Riverside Girls a higher-ranked team, and in this game so far, OCS Boys controlling it, and a higher-ranked team.
Bad bounce pass stolen by Jay. They have the numbers. They'll kick it out for a quarter left, 3 at the buzzer. It's in and out, no good. That was actually with 5 seconds to go. Saints save it in bounds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The layup is good as it back rims and goes down, and that was sheer determination on OCS's part. Hudson Onan finishing it. And that's the way the half ends, and it's all Saints. They lead it by 20, 39-19. We'll take a break and have more. It's semifinal game number 1 of the boys' draw of the Cashion County Line Tournament. And right now, OCS 4A number 8 leads Fairview 39-19 on Squirtle.tv.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Ryland J leads the way for OCS at halftime with 10 points, 8 from James Huffmeyer, 7 from Hudson Onan. Leading score at the break for Fairview, Austin Hickman with 7. Fairview in the first half got to the line 6 times. They were 4 of 6. OCS was 6 of 8 at the stripe. It was a 24-6 advantage for the Saints. In that third period, they broke up in a tight game after one 15-13. Robert Bernard is going to join us a little bit later on in this broadcast. The head football coach at Fairview High School. His son Jax just recently named to the All-State team. Quite an accomplishment for a two-way player. And his daughter, of course, we saw her in the first ball game against Riverside. So a lot of good things going on for Fairview and the Bernards. Huffmeyer cut off elbow right. Saints now shooting to the bucket off to our left. Onan will drive, pitch right quarter, 3 by Huffmeyer, too short. He crashes, tips his own miss, goes back up and in off the window.
It's too much size and length for OCS, is even when they miss a perimeter shot, Fairview not able to block him out, but great effort there.
Huffmeyer averages 17. He's well on his way. He has 10. He and Jay have combined for 20, outscoring Fairview themselves by a point. Bowden Miller bounces it right side in front of us for Haddon Miller. Both teams shooting in front of their own bench. Hickman off of a screen. Air balls a 3 at the top of the key. Austin is saying the ball was tipped, but the officials have no part of it, and they're going to say OCS basketball. 41-19. Oklahoma Christian School trying to improve to 11-3. Wing left. Onan drives, feeds it underneath to a cutting Jay, who's fouled, and Riley led the way with 10 of the first half, going to the free throw line. And that is personal foul number 4 on Aiden Nightingale. The Saints this year have lost to Heritage Hall. They've also beaten the Chargers. They've lost to top 5 4A North Rock Creek, and they lost in the finals of the Dale tournament to 2A number 1 Dale. So they have played a very good schedule, as they always do, and Jay rattles the first free throw off.
And none of those 3 games you be ashamed of losing. Obviously, 3 great teams there that you just mentioned.
Get a break, not in the caliber of competition, but in the sense it's not a ranked opponent. 6 of their first 13, almost half of the games, came against ranked teams entering to tonight's matchup. Bowden Miller, left side, closely guarded by Evan Hale. Now they double the basketball. They'll bounce it left side. Miller drives. Haddon picks his dribble up, lobs it down low. Easton Hamer, top of the circle, Nightingale. Hickman, right side. 90 seconds into the third period. Easton Hamer with it, squares up on the baseline. Boy, OCS is charged defensively. Bowden Miller had the ball knocked free. That time by Winter. He gets it back, and then it's taken away by Evan Hale. Hale up ahead to Huffmeyer. Left-handed layup is good. Huffmeyer already with 14. He's got 6 here in the period. It's 43-19 OCS. Down the paint, or angling right to the goal. Haddon Miller, and he's fouled. OCS thought that it was a strip. Instead, it's going to be a personal foul on 5'9" junior Eli Winter. No, it won't. It'll be the third on Huffmeyer. That's big because that's their leading scorer. Haddon Miller hits the free throw. He's 3 of 3 at the line. First point for Fairview here in the second half comes with 1:45 into the third period. Second one is good. Miller 4 of 4. Fairview has converted 6 of 8 of the line. That matches OCS effort for the first half. 22-point lead. Saints destroyed Perry here yesterday, 68-24. Fairview upset Class B number 2 Varnum. A huge win, 66-52. Huffmeyer, right corner three, no good. Rebound to the Saints. Now they'll kick it left baseline. Onan knocks down the left corner three.
Just another hustle play that time by OCS off of a missed shot. As you see Fairview go to a zone look and start trapping.
Second chance points just decidedly in favor of the Saints tonight. Bowden Miller behind the back dribble comes to a jump stop at the foul line. Now to Aiden Nightingale. Left side, Haddon Miller has 3 circles out. Rebound Huffmeyer. 5.5 to play third period. 25-point lead for Oklahoma Christian School. Huffmeyer attacks the goal, throws it up and in. They're going to give him the basket. Look like a continuation. It's going to be an and one for Huffmeyer after the foul called against Haddon Miller, who has his first. So Huffmeyer taking matters into his own hands. Now has 14 points. Nobody on the line for the Saints except the Yellow Jackets, and that one rolls home. James is 3 of 3 at the foul line. By far and away, statistically, their best player. 28-point lead, 5:20 to play here in the third. Down high, Haddon Miller. Bowden Miller, elbow left. To the wing, back to Haddon, top of the circle. Dumps it down low. Ripped away by Hamer. Easton goes up. Shot rolls off, but he's going to the free throw line. 2 shots for Easton Hamer, who scored the first basket of the night. That whistle against Ryland J is his second. Fairview's 7-game win streak is in serious jeopardy here at Cashin. Foul shot in and out by Nightingale. Excuse me, that's Hamer, who had been 1 of 2 from the foul line. 49-21 our score. Second free throw is on the way. That one rattles off, and OCS has a rebound. A missed opportunity there for the Yellow Jackets, who are down 49-21. OCS with possession. Hudson Onan into the front court. A bounces top of the circle for Evan Hale. Hale down the paint, draws contact, and they're going to say that contact caused him to travel. Robert Bernard, head football coach at Fairview with us. How are you, Coach?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What do you think from this game? Just a little too much size, isn't there?
A little too much size. We've kind of struggled with the physicality a little bit, so but it's a good experience for our guys.
Bowden Miller splashes home a 3. It's fair to say you're not going to see many teams better than this in Class 2A.
No, not unless you're deep into the playoffs and you run into a Dale or somebody like that. So good for us, and hopefully it helps us down the road.
This team traditionally gets off to later starts because of football runs. That was the case again this year. Maybe not quite as deep as you would have hoped for, but they're really starting to find their basketball legs.
Yeah, no, we've played well over the last 2 weeks. Right after actually right before Christmas break was over, we played Minco down at Minco. Won a close one there, and that kind of got us rolling. So definitely have kind of hit our stride.
Haddon Miller picks up his second foul. Third against Fairview in the period. Then Bowden Miller intercepts the inbounds pass. He's knocked to the floor and tied up by Eli Winter. So it's an exchange of possession, and the Saints will get it on the rotating arrow. No, they won't. Fairview has possession. Girls' game was pretty entertaining. Your daughter, I'll tell you what, like those other younger underclassmen are really growing up on the job, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Again, that's a good situation for us, getting to play somebody that big, that experienced in postseason play. We've been close in a lot of games, so hopefully, playoff time that kind of plays in our favor and pays off eventually.
Fairview down 49-24 at the halfway point of the third period. Robert Bernard, head football coach at Fairview, is joining us, and the whistle goes against the Saints. It'll be their third team foul. You had a chance to coach your son, Jax. It was a terrific 4-year run. Is it different now in watching your daughter just as kind of a dad?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. I try to find myself coaching probably too much at home and mentioning things. So, but it is very enjoyable to get to watch her play and kind of be in the background.
Austin Hickman's three rattles off no good. A foul underneath against Fairview on the rebound. That's going to go against Easton Hamer. And that is team foul number 4. Let's talk about the run you had with Jax. I mean, it's as good as it's ever been football-wise in Fairview. And just from a dad standpoint, how special was that?
Very special. Anytime you get to experience the kind of run we went on, that's just an awesome feeling. But to be able to do it with your son is even more enjoyable. It was a great 4 years, a great run. In fact, he pointed out to me we have one more loss in state championship. So I'd call that a pretty successful career.
But you know what? Not only was it your own flesh and blood out there, the rest of those guys are like family to you as well.
Absolutely. This group of seniors, that there's several that started all 4 years. So definitely meant a lot to me over the years. But there's some that have graduated that kind of set us on our way. And, always be appreciative of what they have done for our program.
Eli Winter called for his third foul. Austin Hickman gets the inbounds pass. A 25-point deficit for Fairview. It's won 7 straight. Still playing hard, though, against this larger 4A school from OCS. And Miller has his pocket pick, trying to spin. Winter with a steal. One-on-one. Throws it up and in. Oh, my goodness. He avoided contact and still was able to get it to drop his first field goal. That's when you know it's not your day, Coach.
Yes.
51-24, Haddon Miller off the dribble, misses short. Rebound to OCS at a foul, and that is going to go against Hamer. That's his third. You know, success breeds success, and in small schools, you root for all the athletic programs, and so many of these guys that have been champions on the gridiron now are out helping Mike Barton try to restore basketball success.
Yes, definitely in a small school, you got to have all your guys and all your girls, in on everything, and we've had really good success in football, kind of carried over to basketball, like you said. Been good in track this year. I think our baseball team, boys, will be really, really good. Our girls' track team was runner-up last year. I think they'll have a chance to do the same thing, if not win it this year. So it's definitely a good time.
Huffmeyer hits the first free throw. Robert Bernard, the head coach at Fairview, visiting with us. And, for a small school to be successful, it takes a community. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to be successful. And Fairview's community support for academics and athletics during my 21 years in Northwest Oklahoma was unparalleled.
Yes. No, it's nice to know that when you travel places, you're gonna be well represented, and people are going to be there in your corner and have your back. We travel so well. Sometimes we have more fans than the home team. So definitely a community that you love, and they get behind everything you do.
Noah Schmidt called for the foul. It's his second, and that's a turnover for Fairview. It's also the fifth, but no free throws being shot for OCS with 2:35 to play. Let's talk about your son, Jax. A lot of people want to know what his plans are. He's had some offers, but then tore the ACL. Is that hurting the recruiting process?
It hadn't helped, but hadn't hurt it completely. He's still trying to figure everything out. He's got a couple offers that are there right now, but he's kind of waiting and seeing. Got off crutches yesterday, so super excited about he gets to walk with no help now. So he's doing good, going through physical therapy, and and getting back.
Colson Morris, a 6'1 senior, after the OCS turnover, commits his first foul. Fairview will go to the other end for 2 shots with Alex Hauk, a 6'2 sophomore. First free throw by Alex is up and good. A knee injury, being from a 2A school, does that hurt? I mean, does he get a pass like maybe an ACL guy in a 5A or a 6A school?
I would say no. I think they were taking a chance to begin with if they were offering. And so, but the ones that had offered him stuck with it. And so super, glad that they believe in him that much. So, hoping to make a decision here in a week or so.
Is he ready for the process to be over?
I think so. I think he's ready to know where he's going and what's going on.
I know a lot of players will try to get it done before the start of their senior season, so that's not held over their head. They're not dealing with coaches all the time.
Yes, absolutely. I think that is a good situation, and you get it over with, and you can kind of enjoy your senior year.
53-26 with 1:59 to play here in the first half, or the third period. Saints will inbound Bryson Lynch, and there's a violation against OCS, and this thing's gotten a little bit sloppy. No, the ball, was knocked into the backcourt out of bounds. I thought maybe it was a violation. I'm going to say it's a little sloppy. Noah Springer now will handle it into the front court. 1:46 to play here in the first half, or third period. Preston McMahon. Out front, Matt Hemingway. And the ball out of bounds, last touched by Fairview. Is that a decision that you help make, or you make it together as a family, or do you just say, hey, Jax, you've earned this. This is your decision? We've
had several discussions, but ultimately it's going to be where he feels comfortable and kind of what he wants to do. So we've kind of tried to guide him the best we can, but at the end of the day, it's going to be his decision and what he wants to do.
OCS with a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. We're visiting with Robert Bernard, the head football coach at Fairview High School. You lose a great senior class. I mean, it's documented what they've done. What's 2025 look like for you?
We'll be a little younger. We have a big sophomore class that's going to step into some roles. A lot of the guys that are out here playing basketball right now. So looking forward to it. I still think we'll be competitive. And as the year builds, I think we'll get better and better. And we have some good young classes that have been in junior high the last couple of years. So we're going to maybe fall off a little bit, but it won't be bad.
And let's be honest, these kids grow up watching the gold ball be held by their heroes in a small community. That helps to build more interest and more success down the stretch, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You said it earlier, success breeds success. So they've seen it. They've seen what it took to get there. And, that's kind of what we've discussed over the last few years about this is the standard that we expect. And, hopefully that continues.
Noah Schmidt with his third foul. That's going to send OCS to the foul line with McMinn for 2, and Preston hits the first. He's a senior, 5'10", 54-26. The underclassmen right now at Fairview, the freshmen and the sophomores, looking at the girls roster and then what boys and girls both have. That's pretty impressive.
Yes, no, very good classes for us, both boys and girls. Sophomore class is a pretty big class for us. And a lot represented out here in these last couple of games. So it's going to be fun times in a few years.
Hemingway off the Fairview turnover, throws it in off the glass left-handed. 30-point lead for the Saints, 1:17 to play. Coach, always great to see. I love following your program. You do it the right way. You've got great kids, and congratulations on a terrific run.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Robert Bernard visiting with us here on Squirtle.tv for the Cashin County Line Tournament. 56-26 our score with 1:13 to play and a foul. The first of the night called by Preston McMahon is his first, and that's going to send Hayden Elliott to the foul line. First one is up, and it is good. Coming up next, final winners bracket, semifinal matchup, girls play. It'll be OCS and Cashin. Second free throw spins out, no good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by Ridge Cottrell. Cottrell among the large sophomore class that Coach Bernard was talking about. Future very bright in all sports at Fairview. Hemingway, top of the circle, reverses left side, Noah Springer. Springer spins to the wing, cross corner, right corner. Now it's Colson Morris to Hemingway, into the paint, a little runner, back rims. Fairview the rebound, under 50 seconds to go here in the third period. Up ahead, it's Hayden Elliott with a basketball. He'll kick into the corner. 3 by Nightingale is good. Hayden now has both of his field goals from three-point range. He has 6 56-30. 4A number 8 OCS cruising here in the semifinals. Wing right with the basketball, Colson Morris. Morris reverses right wing side, Noah Springer. Under a half minute to go here in the third period for the Cashin County Line Tournament. Boys semifinal game number 1. And there's a steal. Ball was deflected. Now they throw it up ahead for Houck. Wide open lay-in is good. Alex with 4 points. Fairview with a little 4-0 or 5-0 run to get it down 56-32. Right baseline, Preston McMahon. Into the corner, backs it out top of the circle, Bryson Lynch. He works his way into the paint. Now to Hemingway. Pump fake steps right, misses the jumper, and that'll do it in the third period of play. OCS 8 minutes away from going back to the finals of the Cashin County Line Tournament. Through 3, the Saints lead the Yellow Jackets 56-32 on Squirtle.tv.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home. No matter.
Ready for the final 8-minute stanza. OCS leading 56-32. Saints broke this game open with a 24-6 run of the second period, led by 20 at halftime. Here we go. Possession to Hudson Struckle. Right corner for Lynch, and he'll stick a 3. Bryson out there with 5 off of the bench, his first 3 of the night, and that's the 5th three-pointer made by Brandon Weaver's club. 59-32, and Fairview nearly threw it away as Struckle deflected a pass. It was intended for Alex Houck, cutting back door. Noah Smith handles the inbounds pass right wing side. Loops it to the foul line. Cottrell. Back to Smith. Noah being harassed by Matt Hemingway. Now between the rings, it's Gavin Ewing, a 5'8 freshman. Fairview tried to get a good shot. Nothing has come easy today, and there's a deep 3 from the paw of the Wildcat out front and missed by Noah Smith. OCS with a rebound. Hemingway for 3, left baseline, no. That's Elliott, weak side with a rebound. Hayden will bring it to the front court, left side. Feeds it to Houck. Houck bounces it to the foul line for Cottrell. Schmidt trying to get deep. Lobs it for Cottrell with a foul called against the Saints. It'll be the first foul against OCS here of the period, and it's the first of the night called against Bryson Lynch. They called that on the shot, and that was kind of a generous call. First free throw on the way by Ridge Cottrell is good. This will be the 16th free throw of the night, attempted by Fairview. Second one is short, and the rebound to the Saints. 59-33 our score. Hudson Struckle with the ball, and they throw it away. Into the front court, Elliott. His bounce pass goes into the back court. It was touched. No, it was not by the Saints, so it's a turnover for Fairview. 26 points, the lead for OCS. They're going to go to 11-3. Be their 5th straight win. Fairview will lose for the first time in the last 8 ball games. They'll dip to 11-6. Hudson Struckle into the front court. Veers left. Well, backs it out. Spins away that time from Houck. Kicks it right corner. 3 by Springer. No good. High for the rebound. Cottrell weak side. Approaching 6 minutes to play here in the boys' semifinal matchup between Fairview and OCS. Schmidt burrows his way to the basket and draws the foul. Should be on Hemingway. It is. That is Matt's first. 2 free throws for Noah Smith. Noah Smith is the 7th Yellow Jacket to attempt free throws here in the ball game. First one is up, and that one is no good. Yellow Jackets closing in on 20 free throw attempts to this one. Fairview today has only 4 2-point baskets and 9 total against this OCS defense. Second free throw is home. 59-34 with 6:12 to play. Struckle into the paint and a foul against Fairview. This thing's starting to become a foul fest. That's the second of the night against Houck. Team foul number 1 against Fairview here for the 4th period. Hudson Struckle to inbound, right corner. 3 by Lynch, no good, a whistle. And they fouled him, and he's going to shoot 3 free throws. Ridge Cottrell made the mistake, cost him his first foul, and so now 3 free throws will be shot by Bryson Lynch. This will be the 17th free throw attempted by OCS, and it rolls off, so he'll get 2 more. Bryson Lynch off of the bench, 5 points, a deuce and a tray. Both teams have made 5 3-point baskets, and he almost airballed the second of 3 free throws. Crowd starting to assemble here, much larger than it was at the start of this ball game. A good contingent from Fairview. Not quite as good of attendance from OCS. Second or third one is good. Cashin's boys and girls up next in the final 2 games of the night here on Squirtle.tv. Gavin Ewing into the front court. Left side out. Gavin right side drives against his opposite number, worn by Noah Springer of 11. He'll hoist one up and around, and down it goes from 9 feet. Gavin Ewing, the freshman, tallies his first bucket. Fairview coming off a 14-point win over Class B's number 2 ranked team from Varnum. In the corner with it, Noah Springer. Hemingway. Struckle, top of the circle. He'll angle right, loses the ball off of his leg. He digs it out, able to get it now to Springer, who drives into the paint. To McMinn, who's tied up, and that is a offensive foul. They said that McMinn, before he was tied up, lowered his shoulder and took on the contact, and that's going to be his second. So it's also an OCS turnover. 60-36 our score, just over 5 minutes to play. Good entry pass. Ridge Cottrell pushed underneath the goal, going back to the free throw line. Been a while since we've had multiple possessions back-to-back without a whistle. Hemingway with his second personal foul, team foul number 4 against OCS. First free throw by Cottrell is up, and that one back rims. Ridge Cottrell, his only point for the free throw line. He's a 6'2 sophomore, part of that large underclassmen group, and he missed them both. Hudson Struckle with the rebound, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Cottrell. It's taking an eternity to play the last 8 minutes. We haven't yet played 3 minutes here in the 4th period. Struckle into the front court, drives right, and a foul before the pass. That saved a layup for the time being by McMinn. Cottrell has picked up his second. Team foul number 3 against Fairview. Hudson Struckle triggers it inbounds. Right corner McMinn against the man-to-man defense. Struckle, one dribble, underhands it right side. Preston McMinn. Left circle, Hemingway. He angles to the block, and he shuffled his feet. The constant whistles in this 4th period have just completely disrupted the flow of this ball game. And it really isn't even just the 4th. It kind of started back in the 3rd. Noah Smith hands it to Ethan McEachern out front. Right wing, Gavin Ewing's 3 misses wide left. Hemingway with a rebound, then loses the handle. It's picked right back up by Levi Petty, who lays it in. So the 6'2 junior, Levi Petty, who just checked in, gets into the scorebook. 60-38 with under 4.5 minutes to play. Into the front court, Noah Springer. It's an exchange pass from Lynch to Springer to Lynch. He drives baseline, whips it to Hemingway. Left corner, he's loved that shot tonight, and he got another one. He finally got one to drop. He'd missed his first three, but he now has his first three of the night, and it's a 5-point evening for the 6-foot junior. Timeout for substitutions as Clint Kirby, a 6'4 junior, will come into the lineup for OCS. They lead at 63-38, and the ball into the backcourt, thrown away by Fairview. Pass was too high, and it caromed off Gavin Ewing's hands. Halfway home here in the fourth quarter, 63-38. Carter Brown, Kirby, now to Morris, throws up a runner and knocks it down. Colson Morris with his first basket. 27-point lead, 3:40 to play. Noah Smith looking into the paint. Cottrell had it dislodged, but because of a foul. And we'll have free throws for Ridge Cottrell, who was there a moment ago and missed both. Morris has his second personal. Over 20 free throws attempted tonight by Mike Martin's ball club. First free throw is up, and Cottrell misses it. Made his first. He's now missed 3 straight. Fairview will play the loser of Riverside Cashin tomorrow early evening for third place. Missed free throw. Stick back by McEachern is short, but another foul. Ethan's going to go to the free throw line. It's on Clint Kirby. That's going to be his first. And I swear to you, there's not been more than 15 to 30 seconds in between whistles in this fourth period. Free throw by McEachern too strong. He's just a sophomore, 5'10". Second free throw is up, and he's in the scorebook. McEachern with his first point. Point number 39 tonight for the Yellow Jackets. 3.5 minutes to play from Cashin. Carter Brown with it right quarter. Down high, it's Colson Morris. Left wing side, Clint Kirby. Kirby's pass ripped away. It's a turnover. 2-on-1. They bounce it for Levi Petty, and good hustle that time by Morris, but he couldn't save it in bounds. He does so to the Yellow Jackets, and a little runner put up by McEachern finds the rim at the bottom of the bucket. 65-41. It's a 24-point game with under 3 minutes now to play here with the ball game. Into the front court, Carter Brown for the Saints in the home white, blue, and red. Brown bounces it down low with a block. Good feed. Matthew Johnson, though, couldn't finish. Rebound to Levi Petty. Here comes Petty into the Fairview front court. All the way to the goal. He lays it high off the glass and in. Levi has 4 points on 2 field goals here late in this ball game. 2:39 to play, 65-43. Left side, Colson Morris goes through the top of the circle. Hard bounce pass on the baseline, fumbled out of bounds. It was intended for Lex Ripley, the 5'11 sophomore. So everybody that's eligible has been into the ball game in this one. 2:17 from the finish here at the Cashin High School Gymnasium. 2 down, 2 to go here on semifinal Friday night. Another baseline jumper by Petty, too strong. Rebound, Matthew Johnson. Johnson whips it to midcourt. Carter Brown angles through the paint, loses it, slides on the floor, now finally is tied up. And the possession arrow belongs to Fairview, so the Yellow Jackets force another turnover. Down by 22. This is a Fairview team that's going to present problems in the playoffs. They're young. They do have veterans, but they're learning to adjust without the services of Jax Bernard, who tore his ACL. Right side, Carter Brown. Brown, a crossover dribble, pulls up from 15. It rolls across, no good. Another tie-up. This one between Cottrell and Johnson. This time it belongs to the Saints. Carter Brown veers left, dumps it down low for Johnson, and he threw it away. Wing left for Fairview. Lucas Woods is out there. Another three by Petty. This one a little short. It'll carry him out of bounds. 65-43 with 1:27 to play. Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst to the Squirtle.tv crew. She's working. 2 of the 3 at this table are working right now. Little runner at the other end, missed by OCS. Saints get the rebound. They bounce it out to Clint Kirby. He didn't hear me. I said 2 of the 3 of us at this table are working. 3-pointer by Morris is home. And he still hasn't heard me. I'll lean over here again. 2 of the 3 of us are working at this table. We can't communicate. Thank you. Connor Temple nearly threw it away. And the follow shot by Heath Elliott, no good. It's 60-43. And now Adam just wants to talk without the headphones. I love it. This guy is he's a national treasure. He must be protected at all costs. Kirby airballs the jumper. Petty dribbles the ball off of a Saints foot. Now it rolls to midcourt, scooped up by Brown to the goal, and good. Carter Brown gets his first basket. Adam Dieselhorst must be protected at all times. 27-point lead, 27 seconds to play. Lucas Woods has the ball knocked out of his hands. 21.6 seconds to play. Heath Elliott handles it out front, bangs his way into the paint. Now feeds it. And the ball is lost. OCS has it. They're going to back it out, and that'll do it. No more shots. 5 seconds to play. 70-43, our final score. We'll be back to wrap up boys semifinal number 1 after these messages on Squirtle.tv. No, 1 minute. I'll come back, say goodbye, tell them what's coming up.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access. Whether you're at home or on the go, Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit gopioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
Brahms is bringing the heat. Introducing Brahms' new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Brahms' crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Brahms sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Brahms.
Welcome back here to Cashin High School. Final score, OCS 70, Fairview 43. We'll take about a 10-minute break. Coming up, it's girls semifinal number 2 between the host Cashin Lady Wildcats and the Saints of OCS, who will join Riverside in the championship game tomorrow night. We'll find out shortly from Cashin here on Squirtle.tv.